TGIF, everybody. It's Friday. I've missed you guys. I missed you last week. You tuned in for a great show. We have a brand new, all new live, in or out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com. So I've had a crazy week and a half, to say the least, and our favorite celebrities have had even crazier of a week. So I enlisted the help of extraordinaire entertainment news blogger Rob Shooter of NaughtyNiceRob. He's going to be calling in, giving us our entertainment dish for today. And the one, the only entrepreneur of the female art form, teen mom, 16 and pregnant, New York Times bestselling author, Farrah Abraham is on the program today. But I wanted to let you guys know about my experience this past weekend at the EOTM Awards in Los Angeles, California, hence why I couldn't be with you guys live last week. So I co-hosted the show with Farrah, and I got a bunch of pictures I wanted to bring back and share with you. So the first one up is Priscilla Iden, who was up for Best Actress. I got to meet her. That's her and her husband, Matt, at the pre-show gala at the Vampire Lair in West Hollywood, or Beverly Hills, actually. She was so amazing. I had a great time getting to meet her. We got our drink on. We had a really good time. We kind of took LA by storm. So a huge shout out to Priscilla. I hope you're watching. I had such a blast getting to know you and hang out with you. We are definitely going to stay in touch. Then we had the press conference earlier in the day. And these are some photos that we got back from the press. So this one is me and Farrah outside the press conference. It was at the JW Marriott in Los Angeles. The next picture is with me, Carla, and Monet, Carla Simpson and Monet Williams. They were the directors and founders of the EOTM Awards, with Farrah as well. The next picture they have is a press photo that we got back of me giving my speech at the podium, basically like thanking everyone for coming, how honored I was to be co-hosting the show. I have to admit, it was really inspiring to hear a lot of these nominees' stories. A lot of them have come from nothing. I was really honored to be a part of the EOTM Awards. It highlighted young entrepreneurs on the move, hence what EOTM stands for. And just hearing their stories and knowing that they were getting the accolades they deserved on a platform that they would normally never have, I was really honored to be there. We can flip through the next couple of pictures. I got to meet some amazing people, like I said, some cool celebrities. So this one happens to be a group shot of all four of us outside the press conference as well. This is Tamara Lee. She was an amazing friend that I got to make while I was out. The next one is Donna Lee Heising, who's an actress, and she actually won for Outstanding Talk Show Host. She interviews celebrities on the red carpet. This actor, do we have the Oba picture? Oh, Retha Gray from NBC's Off Their Rockers with Betty White. There he is. He gave the most inspirational speech of the day. He was absolutely amazing. He was the coolest guy in the world. Then, yeah, there he is. He was awe-inspiring, and he really lifted everyone's spirits. Then we have another one with Carla, Monet, myself, and Farrah, I believe. And then I also held a contest on my website, onlymattmartin.com, for people to tweet me for the chance to spend the night out with me. And these were the winners. We went out on Santa Monica Boulevard. You can see Daniel Alexander there with me as well. So a huge shout out to Kim and Carly. So they got to spend the night out with me. And then the paparazzi was out of control. We have those, Chris? Okay, so I'm just going to flip through them because some of them are out of control. So I get off the airport in LAX, and this one is actually really cool. This was one of the workers at the airport, and she's like, oh my God, I want to get a picture with only Matt Martin. So the paparazzi were really cool out in LA, unlike in New York where they can be kind of a pain in the butt. So we got some pictures here that were actually released. So I was able to take those because God knows how many they have. They were snapping like crazy. It was like totally out of control. Here's me getting into my car. And this, so this was when I arrived on Thursday. Then they found me when I was out on the town with Daniel that Friday night. So here I am walking up to the club. Oh my God, Santa Monica Boulevard. If any of you haven't been, you need to go. We had so much fun in West Hollywood. It was insane. I highly recommend it. I can't wait to go back. So these are just some pictures of me and Dan as we're arriving. We have one more. Yeah, this is us outside the club. This guy came out of a bush. I am not even kidding you. I was like, holy cow. Like, this was insane. I was touched and flabbergasted all at the same time. But anyway, so that was my week. That's why I wasn't able to give you a show last week. I was out there working it, having a grand old time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go a quick commercial break, and then we're going to come back with Rob Shooter from NaughtyButNice.com. You guys have seen him on the Today Show, Wendy Williams. We're at AOL.com, and now you're going to see him here on In or Out, pun intended. Stay tuned. We got a great show. Farrah Abraham's coming up, and of course, my infamous Out Hole of the Week. We have so much coming up for you. We'll be right back.
And professional paint supplies, ideal for contractors and homeowners. Stain paints and epoxies, family owned and operated, in business for over 55 years. Professional and experienced help. Located at 2 locations, 55B Route 25, Coram, Long Island, New York, and 1495 Plaza Montauk Highway, Mastic, New York. Call them at 775-7435 and 775-8135. Ben's Paint Station, featuring Benjamin Moore Paints. Log on to the Enravio Advertisers page today.
If you want to increase business, you've got to advertise. Contact Resonant Voiceovers for an effective, affordable commercial spot. Our production, audio, and editing personnel will create top-quality recordings to promote your business. Start getting internet exposure for your business today, right here on Enravio.com. To contact Resonant Voiceovers, go to the Enravio Advertisers and Sponsors page and click on Resonant Voiceovers. Resonant Voiceovers, when you want your message to resonate.
East End Screen Printing and Embroidery. Shirts for as low as $3 with print. 631-281-TEES. That's 631-281-TEES. 1355F Montauk Highway, Mastic, Long Island, New York. Go to eastendsilkscreenprinting.com for more info.
Termite Marine Contracting offers all stages of dock building, including brand new docks, repairs on existing docks, pole setting, dredging, and decking. Termite Marine Contracting covers the South Shore of Long Island from Massapequa to West Islip. With more than 25 years experience, full crews, and the right equipment for any job. Got a job you want done right? Call Termite Marine Contracting at 516-449-4567. That's 516-449-4567, or follow us on Facebook. Termite Marine Contracting. When you want it built right.
InRavio.com. Internet, radio, TV. InRavio.com. Broadcasting to 6.8 billion people. Streaming 24/7. InRavio.com. Jimmy's Diner, 1535 Montauk Highway in Mastic, New York. Food and eats, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., 7 days a week. Breakfast and lunch. Phone 631-281-5700. Home-style cooking, Jimmy's Diner. Tell them you heard it on InRavio.com.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. Okay, so we're just going to go right to it. We have Rob Shooter from NaughtyNiceRob giving our entertainment scoop for the week. Rob, are you there?
Hello, Matt. How are you?
Hello, darling. How art thou?
Very well. Is this actually going to last the entire interview, Madonna?
No, darling. I don't have enough vodka. So,
How have you been?
I've
Jump
been
right in? What do you want to gossip about?
Okay, so your website is my go-to for all
Thank
my
you.
celebrity dish.
NaughtyButNiceRob.com.
NaughtyButNiceRob.com. Oh my God, I love it. Okay, so I want to just dive right in because the Kardashians are always a hot mess these days. So Courtney is in a custody battle over her son Mason, and your headline is DNA tests are now involved.
Yeah,
What
this
is
is
going
happening.
on?
So allegedly, a young model, a very handsome young gentleman, claims that he had had relationships with Courtney, and about 9 months later, she had a baby, and that baby was Mason. He now says that he looks at the pictures of the baby and looks very, very much like him, and so he now wants to have a DNA test to actually prove if he is the father of this little boy or if he's not. So this
Do you
story's
think
been
this is
bubbling up for
all-
about a year, but it's really, really gained speed over the last couple of days.
Do you think this is more of this guy's just trying to get his name out there?
I don't know. I think that if you claim that you have unprotected sex with somebody and they're young and beautiful people, I think the chance of that happening is probably pretty high. This was before she had any relationship. Let's remember she is not married. So, this was a while ago. The baby's, a couple of years old now. So I think they probably did hook up with each other. Whether or not this is his child, that's something that only DNA and Maury Povich can prove.
Absolutely. Okay, now in other salacious news, Mariah's friends call Nicki Minaj's topless Instagram pics desperate. Now,
Isn't that
these
a
two have been
horrible
known
word?
for their feud.
Yeah,
But
this is amazing. These two girls just really do not like each other. But even more important, I think, for us all, is that their friends don't like each other either. Mariah's friends, Mariah's large entourage, which might sort of outrival Nicki's large entourage, really don't like each other. A couple of days ago, Nicki put up some topless pictures on
Yeah, we're
Instagram.
full
She really
screening
is
it right
topless. You
now.
look on the website, you can see them. She has long black hair covering her boobs and her nipples, so you can't see everything, but you can see a lot. And now Mariah's people, who just can't help themselves, which is why I love Mariah, is they are now saying these pictures are desperate and Nicki's just looking for attention. And you know what? If you post topless pictures of yourself, you probably are looking for a little bit of attention, no?
absolutely. And Nicki has been known to do things just for attention, so I think this just follows suit.
Right, but remember too, this is Mariah Carey, who's not the most subtle flower in the world.
Agreed.
So these two going at each other is just too delicious for anyone to ignore. It's a great story.
Now, speaking of delicious, one of my favorites, Adam Lambert, is in a who wore it better situation with Lenny Kravitz, who I'm still convinced is on Team Rainbow. Now, the
I
best
don't know if
part
that's
is
true.
what they're compared to is their Christian Louboutin boots.
Yeah, they have some great boots, these boys. I used to work for Alicia Keys many, many years ago,
Right.
and Alicia's very, very close with Lenny. So I'd often see him out with Alicia at events and different sort of parties. I don't think he's on Team the Rainbow. I think he likes the ladies, but he certainly likes his feminine fashion, and they look pretty similar in these pictures. So they're both wearing the same boots. Go on the website, have a vote. We have a poll on there. I think at the moment, the last time I checked, I think Adam Lambert is winning with, I think, about
Yes, because I
48%.
voted. I think he's like a
Who did you
60%
vote for?
winner. So far he's winning. But
Yeah, but who
guys,
did
if
you
you
vote
think
for?
Lenny wore it better, go to naughtybutnicerob.com and vote on there. And then moving along, news broke, 2 weeks ago about Jimmy Fallon having his new baby, and you reported that they used a surrogate.
They did. I saw Jimmy this morning. So my friend Elvis Duran from Z100 took
Yes.
his morning show to the Plaza this morning, to the Today Show. And Jimmy was a guest on the show. I was a guest on the show. So I actually spent a little while talking to Jimmy Fallon, who's made no secret about it. He said that they used a surrogate. They'd been trying for some time to have a child together, and that was not working. So they have a little baby now, and he could not be cuter. And he actually whipped out of his iPhone and was showing us all pictures of Winnie.
Oh, so he's a
that's her
proud
name,
papa.
who was adorable and yawning and as cute as a button.
Awesome. And now is Jimmy as like, like when we meet celebrities, sometimes we're like disappointed because we expect so much out of them 90% of the time. But is he always like on, or is
Yes.
he just a
Yeah,
simpleton?
he's funny, he's charming. Jimmy in neutral is pretty much the Jimmy that you see on TV at night. He's a charming fella. Maybe it's at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, it might be down a few notches, but he pretty much is the guy you see, and I think that's why he's so successful, because what you see is what you get. And as we know from people that we've met, sometimes the person that you see on TV and the reality doesn't always match, and that's when
Agreed.
celebrities, I think, get themselves in a lot of trouble.
Exactly. Well, this person has never been shy of being authentic. Alec Baldwin to be the next Sally Jesse Raphael. What is this?
Probably the headline might be a little misleading here. Alec Baldwin has been approached by MSNBC, the cable network. I think most people would agree that it is a liberal, progressive network, where Fox is probably much more conservative. I think we can all agree on that.
Right.
Alec's been approached about doing his own show now that 30 Rock has ended. He has a little bit of time on his schedule, so MSNBC have approached him about doing his own talk show or his own political show or whatever show he wants, maybe Friday nights, just once a week. And I think Alex is probably going to say yes. So maybe we'll be able to see the world through Alex's eyes instead of Sally's.
Is it almost, do you think it's going to be like a Piers Morgan on CNN type of show?
Maybe. I think that Alex, has a wide range of interests. I think Pierce is probably a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more tabloid. I think Alex is really, really interested in the progressive movement, in democratic politics. There was rumors that he was going to run for mayor, which are not true. So I think instead of having Kardashians on, which, Piers Morgan has had on, I think Alec will be having probably, I don't want to say smarter guests, because that's not fair. I think he'll have guests on that speak more about issues than maybe celebrity, which is something that we know Alex is not that fond of after his many run-ins with photographers from the New York Post. So I think he'll probably want to focus on issues where Pierce would rather focus on the thongs of the housewives if it got him bigger ratings.
And then finally, while I still have you, today would have been Whitney's 50th birthday.
Isn't that something?
Isn't it like how time has flown?
50 years old it would have been today. It breaks my heart. I've been listening to her music all day, and she's still sort of the voice, I think, of our generation, and just wonderful and loved. And, I was listening to some of her greatest hits today, and, today's the day to remember Whitney. But before I leave you, because I know that you're a super Housewife fan, and that's how we became friends.
Yes.
I have some delicious gossip that I've not put on the website yet, so you're
Fabulous.
hearing
An
it first.
exclusive. We
That
love
this
exclusives.
season is all about Aviva Drescher versus Carol, who have an outright fight, which is meant to be delicious, over whether or not Carol used a ghostwriter for the one and only novel she's ever published.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. And they were, I mean, in last year's reunion, they were starting to have some friction. So I guess it's making its headway. This
is the storyline of the season. I think that Ramona missed a few weeks of taping because she was in Africa with her daughter.
Yep.
I think the Countess, who is perfectly lovely in real life, has really no story arc that she's willing to share. She's not getting married yet. She's not having a baby. So there's not that much more to share there.
And I filmed
it really
with...
has become a focus on the new ladies, and no one brings the drama better than Aviva. And there's a side of Carol that many of us have seen off TV that a lot of the viewers have not seen on TV. And I think they're going to see a brand new side of Carol and what a tough cookie she really is.
I got to, actually, a few weeks back, Sonia was honored with the citation in the city at Griffin, and I was there.
She sent me a picture of it. She was very proud of it.
Yeah, I was there. They filmed it, and Heather was there, and I was surprised to see Heather.
Yeah, I think Sonia's really remained neutral. Like, Sonia's that girl who's just so much fun and so much about having a good time and making everybody happy that she really doesn't get involved that much in the dramas. I went for drinks with her a couple of days ago, maybe last week. There's a gay bar that she really likes here in Manhattan, and we often meet there for a drink where she's treated like she's from like Joan Collins.
Right,
The
exactly.
queens are buying her cocktails, and she's the empress of this bar. So I met her there for drinks. There is nobody more fun than Sonia Morgan.
Agreed.
But the two to look out for are Carol versus Aviva. And what I believe has happened is that Aviva has sold her first book. She announces this with great joy, and Carol asks her who's going to ghostwrite the book, because everybody has a ghostwriter, to which Aviva, who is a sharp girl and doesn't miss a beat, responds, "Who was your ghostwriter?"
Wow.
That sets Carol into a tizzy.
I can only imagine. Oh, my goodness. Rob, thank you so much for calling in and giving us all the dirt. Everybody, you can follow him. It says it right there at NaughtyNiceRob. And his website is naughtybutnicerob.com. So be sure to visit that for all your salacious dirt on your favorite celebrities and so much more. Rob, once again, thank you. And I look forward to seeing you on a red carpet soon.
Cheers, my friend. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Cheers. Guys, we're going to go and come back because we have so much more, even more, coming for you. Farrah Abraham is next on the menu. So we're going to go have a quick commercial break. We're going to get Farrah up on the phone for you, and we have plenty to talk about. You're watching In or Out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com.
If you want to increase business, you've got to advertise. Contact Resonant Voiceovers for an effective, affordable commercial spot. Our production, audio, and editing personnel will create top-quality recordings to promote your business. Start getting internet exposure for your business today, right here on InRavio.com. To contact Resonant Voiceovers, go to the InRavio Advertisers and Sponsors page and click on Resonant Voiceovers. Resonant Voiceovers, when you want your message to resonate.
Croce's Auto Body, first aid for your auto since 1965. 24-hour towing, free estimates, frame straightening, insurance claims, restorations. 398 Main Street, East Moriches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-878-1998. Glitz and Glam Boutique. Book your little princess's party today. Glamorous birthday parties. Girls' Day out packages. Hair accessories and jewelry. 5A Canal Street, Center Moriches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-909-7428. Sud City Car Wash, Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. $9.99 early bird special Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Phone 395-6114. Sud City Car Wash. Hand washes, hand waxes, and detailing. Interior cleaning, brushless, car wash club. Simonized products. Sud City Car Wash. Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. Sud City Car Wash. Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. $9.99 early bird special Monday through Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 a.m. Phone 395-6114. Sud City Car Wash. Hand washes, hand waxes, and detailing. Interior cleaning, brushless, car wash club. Simonized products. Sud City Car Wash. Montauk Highway in Mastic, Long Island, New York. YouNeedAPart.com. Fast and free, the internet's top used parts locator service. Over 3 million part searches since 2001. Salvage yards, sell more parts. Become a member today. YouNeedAPart.com. Tell them you heard it on Enravio.com.
And we are back. Okay, guys, so I am not going to wait any longer because we have 28 minutes on the clock. So I want to introduce you all to a great woman I got to meet this weekend while I was at the EOTM Awards, Ms. Farrah Abraham. I want to give you a quick bio, and then we're just going to go right to it with Farrah, okay? So Farrah started her life like every other teenager living with their parents. She had friends, a great boyfriend at the time, the typical hardships of growing up, all the teenage drama and BS that we all had to deal with. But her life did change dramatically. Just before turning 16, Farrah had become pregnant with her boyfriend of a year and a half, suddenly died in a car crash. This whirlwind of events set the pace for the next few years of her life. MTV came knocking on Farrah's door and cast her for their hit show 16 and Pregnant. From the original cast, Farrah and 4 other girls from the cast were amongst the top-rated show on MTV, found themselves on a spin-off called MTV's Teen Mom. The last season of Teen Mom aired last summer, and Farrah's first book, My Teenage Dream Ended, was released in August of last summer. The ups and downs of her teen life, the loss of her baby's father, and the stresses that came with being in the limelight, Farrah turned into a woman, and a fabulous woman that she is today. She's a responsible, diligent, hardworking, business-savvy woman, and I actually got to see that live and in person. Her ultimate goal, she had told me on the side, is to be the best mother possible to her daughter, Sophia. They currently live in Austin, Texas. Sophia is 4 years old and a cute, dynamic personality, just like Farrah. Recently, Farrah has completed a dual degree in culinary management and arts, and that has definitely given Farrah that kick in the butt, so to speak, for her business side that she's going to be sharing with us today. She has helped her family launch some family recipes that are located in Hy-Vee grocery stores right now. The brand is called Mom and Me, and currently on the shelves is an Italian hot pepper sauce. She continues her education and is looking into, actually she is, forming a restaurant in her new hometown of Austin, Texas, so she can continue on her foodie kick that she's on. She's very much multifaceted. She's got different brands and endorsements going on right now. This 22-year-old millionaire has got it set. And without further ado, I would like to welcome to the show Farrah Abraham. Farrah, are you there?
Yes, hi Matt. Nice to speak with you. I hope you're doing great.
Thank you. I'm doing fabulous. Thanks so much for calling in. I know you have such a hectic schedule, so I appreciate your time completely.
Well, thank you for having me.
So
What's going on?
you have so much going on in your life, but let's just start off with I got the opportunity to work with you this past weekend at the EOTM Awards.
Yes, it was amazing and it was a pleasure.
And I had a blast getting to know you. A lot of people get to see what is just released in the press and said about you. And as a publicist and someone in the public eye as well, you know, I like getting to get that one-on-one time with somebody that is quote-unquote salacious and find out they're really just delicious. So I really just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to see the real you this weekend.
And I'm happy you saw the real me. And, you know, it's sad, but things are out on blogs and, you know, all that negativity. But I do think we all took away from all the entrepreneurs in LA for the EOTM Awards. We took away from thanking our haters because, you know, they really make us strive to be the better people that we are and, you know, work harder and, you know, just be happy for what we have. So I'm thankful for everything.
Now, let's just dive right into the reason that everybody knows who you are pretty much is from when you were on MTV's 16 and Pregnant. What was that like for you, that whole experience of having cameras following you during a very vulnerable age?
Okay. I think from being on 16 and Pregnant, it was very much, I think more or less, it was very much an experience of trying to understand when somebody does have cameras around them, who's really going to be there for you? How are other people going to react? And, you know, I lost a lot of my friends, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I lost a lot of my friends through high school, and I just realized that I do deserve to have true friends around me. I do deserve to find real people who don't just talk to others who are in entertainment or who are popular or other things and other means. So it was a hard experience because at a young age of 16, you wouldn't expect to lose all your friends. And also, I lost my boyfriend through that. And I was trying to protect our relationship, and a lot of that wasn't shown on TV because I was protecting our relationship and trying to let something be private and, you know, have something there. And sadly, it did not work out the way I planned, and it ended up merging into Teen Mom. And that's when I figured I should take this, you know, role. I should take this show, and I should make it so that I can show what's really going on with me now personally, so I can help other teen moms or friends of teen moms who are going through depression or losing someone or just all the struggles of having a daughter and being a new mother. And I think, you know, I just really thought that was more important. And I did a lot of personal growth, and it's helped me, you know, be the adult that I am. And I've made a lot of, you know, mistakes along the way, like we all do, our learning lessons. So I'm just happy, you know, that I wrote about it in my book, and I'm happy that I continue, you know, to speak and do interviews. And I think that's how we all learn and make better choices.
And now, Sophia is a gorgeous little girl that you have, and she's full of personality. Do you think the cameras helped, you know, Sophia, like, come out of her shell at such a young age, or were you, like, a vivacious little girl yourself?
I was actually very shy and didn't talk much when I was little, so I do think the cameras complimented Sophia in her growth because she is very outgoing. She does dance and ballet and all these things now, and she makes a ton of friends. She's very popular in school, and I couldn't ask for anything more as a mom, so I'm very happy that she's outgoing, and that's only going to help her in her future wherever she goes.
Now, you have a bunch of business is plural going on for yourself right now. One of them
Yes.
being the raspberry toned diet supplement.
Yes, I'm very happy. I was chosen to be a celebrity face of them, and it's just a natural diet supplement that suppresses your appetite, and I think I love that. So I mean, I give a lot to my girlfriends, so they appreciate it, and they're looking hot this summer. So it's great to be part of that.
And now, do you personally use the product?
I personally do. I don't think that I have a weight problem, but I do feel that sometimes, going out and having fun and having so many dinners can get me a little overweight. But I also kind of am stressed about my looks because I do, like photo shoots and modeling, and I just want to look my best.
And I must say, I got to see you in person. You look fantastic. You don't look emaciated. Your tone and
Thank you.
shape. Do you do this with a workout routine as well?
Oh, of course. I also do a lot of core workouts, so I just use my personal weight against my muscles, and I think that's what really just keeps me solid, toned, and not too manly looking. So
Right.
sometimes we overwork out, and I like to be feminine. So I also do that, and I drink a lot of protein shakes, and I think that's what really helps, like, give me my muscle when it's needed.
And now your book came out this past August, and congratulations, you just won an EOTM award for it.
Yes,
It is
that's
called,
inspirational literature, and I'm so thankful for that.
yeah, and it's called My Teenage Dream Ended. So if you could tell us, we actually have the full screen, the cover right now. If you could tell us a brief synopsis on what this book was about and what the process was for you to write it.
Yes, so I started writing this book actually in therapy because I was going to counseling a lot. I was, at the lowest point of depression, kind of like suicidal thoughts. And I feel that, my faith in God, like, use it for the greater good. And so I wrote before I was pregnant. I wrote during my pregnancy. There's also letters that I wrote to Sophia while I was pregnant in the book. And now after I've had my daughter and where my life is. So you can really see a transformation and really know if you're a parent or if you're a friend of somebody who's a parent or somebody, again, going through the same social issues that I was. If you read this, you could very much help impact somebody else, in their lives or a friend's life and really help them. So I think that's just a synopsis of it.
And now this book ended up on the New York Times bestseller list. How excited were you? Your first book. And
it's a blessing.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that
a
was
blessing,
absolutely
and
amazing.
I was so surprised.
Did you have like a party with your friends and family?
To be honest with you, I was traveling for work when I found out. So I just kept working, and I think that's just best. I mean, I do celebrate, with my daughter, and I'm like, wow, babe, look at this. But other than that, I keep working because there's always the next project. There's always the next thing I'm working on. And so that's kind of how I am.
And now we both just did, as I was telling people in the open, the EOTM Awards. So I have some great pictures of us that were out in the press. Remember, we were in the limo, and I was like, oh, let me take this picture and tweet it out.
Mm-hmm.
That ended up everywhere. So we're going to show it here as well. It's us in the limo heading to the Pacific Design Center. This picture went like crazy viral. I couldn't have been more proud because we actually both looked absolutely amazing in it.
That's good. A good picture is always good.
Yeah, a good picture is always good. And then there's another picture up of us presenting on stage. What was the experience like for you? Because I've hosted some events before, never an award show, and the same for you. So what was it like for you hosting the award show?
I mean, this was a kind of a first, and also it was the first year for the EOTM. So I think given everything that has gone on, amazing, the good, the bad, all the like stress and scheduling and all that stuff that tied into this, I mean, it was an amazing experience. And I know moving forward I can, be a better host and do a lot more creatively. But I had a great time, and it was a pleasure working with you, even though I realized my co-host changed overnight. So just going with the punches, and we did amazing. So
yeah, I think we did a really good job. And there's another epic photo of us here. Christine, if you want to just full screen that of us on the red carpet. We looked so great, and like she just said, I found out like 48 hours before that I was co-hosting with Farrah, and our outfits coordinated. It was fabulous.
Yeah, we
were
looked
both
hot
in
on
blue.
the red carpet.
Yeah. So now I I hate to do this to you, but things, as big as we get as personalities, of course, the negative that comes with that is, hand in hand.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't know where the heck that just came from. I'm choking on oxygen.
You're like, I don't know where the heck
I'm
that
like, I'm
conversation
choking
came
on
from.
oxygen. This is weird. Okay, so there were some things as I was doing research, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to just clear the air, if you're ready for that.
Okay.
All right, so you used to work with Gina Rodriguez of the GR Media firm. She was a former rep of yours. And currently she has a client, Mila Sinanaj, who seems to be like trying to follow in your footsteps. And with Gina creating all this negative press around your departure of working with her, this Mila character seems to be leaking texts by herself that you were trying to get her on sugardaddies.com. What's going on with this?
I mean, personally, all I can really say is I have nothing to do with them because they have proven to be kind of evil people. And, I'm stronger, I'm talented, and I just believe in, putting myself around better people. And I think the whole sugar daddy thing is so hilarious. And she does, kind of worse things with men, as we've seen in the news, like going after Kim Kardashian's ex-boyfriend and, just kind of having sex with the players and, being part of different activities. So I think sugardaddy.com is the least of her worries. But,
Now, do you think she
for
was
her
trying to
choice.
sell these text messages because you're no longer working with her rep, Gina, or is she just trying to ride in your coattails?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, the Mila character, nobody really knows her. And I know that she tries to be in the press and, date famous people. And that's what's really sad. People who are always trying to get famous, they take major talents and they try to tear them down or twist things and concoct text and sell them and all these things. And, Gina Rodriguez, that's the type of person she is. And any client of hers will do odd things. I know she had put me in a bad situation with Charlie Sheen and, was trying to make me look negative, and I wish Charlie all the best, and it's really sad that she tries to take advantage of our contact information and also use text messages and have reporters, add on to the story and, whatever. They're just trying to sell something to make a buck. And I wish them all the best on, like, their scandals and their lies and craziness. But I think I should just take this time to kind of like plug my new SiriusXM radio show because the title of it is going to be called The Scandal. You heard it first right here. So
And we have a
The
graphic.
Scandal, we talk about all of these silly things that we hear in the media about relationships and whatnot. So thank you, I guess. I thank them for hating on me and making up craziness.
And now, when is this planned to start? Do we have an idea yet?
Yes. Well, we just picked the title of the radio show, so The Scandal, and I just actually got my first co-host on board, and our celebrity interviews are scheduling right now. But I do feel that the projected date is going to be in 3 months. So
Awesome.
Be ready because it's going to be amazing, and I hope you'll be on my radio show as
Oh,
well.
absolutely. I'll come anytime. Now,
So anyways, moving on.
Yeah, you have Sirius going on. But real quick, Gina and her client have also claimed that you're not a millionaire. Do you think she's just trying to beat you down because, for instance, you just got this opportunity with Sirius XM Radio and she didn't get it for you?
Gina was just a press person who, was putting out negative press, which I don't ever think is what a press person's job to do is. And I know that you're a professional in that field, so you definitely should know your take on good press is always the professional thing
Absolutely.
to do. So I think, she doesn't really get me any jobs or do anything really for me, and I'm just going to be positive. And me being a millionaire is, my financials are my personal business, and I'm not
Correct.
trying to shove that in anyone's face because I know financials are, difficult, especially when, they're right now, I guess, selling around text messages and stuff with me and just to make a buck. So
Right.
I don't really want to talk about that, and I just, I wish them all the best.
And now, you have a bunch of club appearances coming up. Is there any you want to let us know about that are happening in the next few months?
Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, so I don't go out much, because I'm busy being a mom
And a
and every other
mom,
thing.
right.
So when I do get these appearances, I'm so blessed to go out and party and have a great time. And you never know who you're going to meet, who you have inspired personally, who comes out to see you. And it's amazing that I get to meet awesome people in clubs. So the first one that I'm actually going to be going to is Crazy Horse 3, which is in Las Vegas, August 20th. Do not miss it. It's the best. They won the Best in the West Club award, and they're up for it again this year. And I'm actually hosting their, I guess, like award show night. So
Awesome.
I'm very excited. It's going to be huge. And then my next club appearances are both of them are in Florida, and that is one is August 24th at Off the Hookah. So if you're into hookah, come on out, Fort Lauderdale. And also Vivid, they are now opening up their first Gentlemen's Clubs, which is amazing. I'm so happy for their company, and whatever I can do to support it, like showing up to their openings, I'm there. So Miami, the party place to be, they're opening their first one down there called Vivid Live. And you can get on FarrahAbraham.com for all the dates. And then I'll be up in Boston, too. So everyone listening in Boston, I'll be at the Greatest Bar or Club, I believe, in the beginning of September 14th. So come check me
Awesome.
out and look at the website.
And now, okay, so we have your Raspberry Tones. Your book is
Yes.
out. Your Sauce with Your Family is out in Hy-Vee grocery stores. Now, you have a culinary degree, and I remember we were briefly talking about it. You're looking to open up a restaurant now in Austin.
Yeah, don't give any more details away than that.
Okay. So it's something to look forward to. Stay tuned.
Yes. very
Okay,
much.
perfect. All right, so guys, I want you to know where you can find the real Farrah Abraham because there are so many fakes out there. Her website is farrahabraham.me or .com. It goes to the same place, but that's her official website. Her official Twitter is at F1, the number 1, Abraham. And she shares video clips with us all the time with her lovely daughter, Sophia. And you can find that at keek.com/F1Abraham. All the links are there for you. Farrah, I want to thank you.
Don't be fooled. And you should say, don't be fooled by the fake Instagrams or other fake accounts that I completely don't even have open. So find me where Matt said, and I look forward to interacting with my fans. So thank you.
You're very welcome. And thank you very much for coming on, giving us an exclusive. I love you so much. We will be in touch. And guys, one and only Farrah Abraham. Thank you so much, Farrah.
Thank you so much. Have a great weekend.
You
Bye-bye.
too. All right, guys, we have so much that we already covered, and we still got more. My infamous out-hole of the week is up next. We'll be right back after these messages. You're watching In or Out, pun intended, here on InRavio.com.
Termite Marine Contracting offers all stages of dock building, including brand new docks, repairs on existing docks, pole setting, dredging, and decking. Termite Marine Contracting covers the south shore of Long Island from Massapequa to West Islip. With more than 25 years experience, full crews, and the right equipment for any job. Got a job you want done right? Call Termite Marine Contracting at 516-449-4567. That's 516-449-4567, or follow us on Facebook. Termite Marine Contracting. When you want it built right. What are you waiting for? Everyone else is advertising on the internet. Shouldn't you? Tired of small returns on phone books, newspapers, radio ads, TV ads, coupon books, direct mail? Everyone is on the internet every day. Advertise on the internet for as low as $100 a month. Over 250,000 impressions per month on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, InRavio.com, and more. Go to the Advertise With Us page on InRavio.com and get started today.
Shotgun Sound Studios of New York. Professional sound reinforcements. We rent sound system 100 to 20,000 watts. Monitors, side fills, in-ear monitors, separate monitor mixes. Drum mics. Digital mixing consoles up to 32 tracks. JBL, EV, Behringer, Presonus. Over 40 years of experience. Shotgun Sound Studios of New York. Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE for more info.
Good Times Magazine, New York's best entertainment paper for 43 years. Check out their calendar for all the latest music info, including New York City, Queens, Nassau, and Suffolk. Studio News brings you the biggest news about the hottest artists and sounds. Technobeat is your guide to electronica, techno, house, and dubstep. Packtrack keeps you up to date on the biggest events at the area's performing arts centers and theaters. Good Times Magazine gives you all this and more. It's bi-weekly and it's free. Pick up your copy today or visit goodtimesmag.com.
Hey, dude, it's me again. You know, Village Music Shop in Mastic. Anyway, you all know my dog, Mr. Big. Yeah. Well, Dudes and Dudettes Village Music Shop has been in business for over 37 years, serving musicians with the best products and service around. Oh, they have private lessons on all instruments and in all styles of music in their new state-of-the-art digital teaching studios, with the excellent sales and service of guitars, drums, school band instruments, amps, PAs, as well as sheet music, books, and accessories. Basically, dudes, everything musical. Right, Big? Yeah. Chill out. Village Music has rentals on all instruments, even PA systems for your parties and barbecues. Oh, cool. Dudes, Village Music Shop never has a sale on stuff because every day our prices are lower than all the competition. Stores, internet, whatever, guaranteed. Yeah. So come to Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Anyway.
Hi, guys. I can't hear myself. Hold on one second. Okay, we're back. And sorry, we have some InRavio.com news I want to share with you. So we are always giving away free tickets to the latest and greatest concerts here on Long Island. You can always find them on our contest tab above me. But for Saturday, August 17th at 8 p.m. at the Paramount Theater in Huntington, New York, the Mickey Hart Band is coming to town. So click on that contest tab to enter to win a pair of tickets. For more information on upcoming shows, you can go to ParamountNY.com. Also going to the Paramount on August 27th at 8 p.m., Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, so be sure to check that out. And on August 21st, Erasure's Andy Bell and Howard Jones on the Regeneration Tour, also heading to the Paramount. So for all these and many more, be sure to go to our contest tab above me and see which tickets you would like. We have oodles and oodles of contests with tickets we're giving away tickets for. And be sure to check off the box that you heard about it here on In or Out, pun intended. We might send you a special gift. Okay, so every week I have an out hole of the week, and this week is pretty big. So this week's out hole is the one, the only, Simon Cowell. Now, the juice jar would be completely full if you ask me when it comes to Simon Cowell. But now, Simon Cowell, who is 53, is going to be a father. While the baby news is usually supposed to be exciting, in Cowell's case, it's surrounded with drama. The baby mama is a 36-year-old New York socialite, Lauren Silverman, but it isn't the 17-year age difference that's posing a problem. Silverman happens to be the soon-to-be ex-wife of Simon's close personal friend, Andrew Silverman. Apparently, the scandal is that one was sleeping with the other while the other was married and dating the other. So there's going to be a nasty legal battle, that Mr. Cowell is going to have to worry about. When asked last year how he feels about the possibility of having kids, Simon admitted that while he does like children, he worries that he doesn't have the time to raise them. He's quoted saying, "The problem has always been much time you need to devote to bringing up kids, and I've always dedicated all my life to work, and at 52, I probably missed the opportunity." Well, it doesn't look like he's missed it because his eggs seem to be fishing just fine into those eggs. So what do you think? Is the 53-year-old Simon Cowell too old to become a father for the first time? Was it wrong on Simon Cowell's part to sleep with his best friend's wife, even if they were having marital issues? This classifies him as a yes and a yes in my book to be our outhole of the week. So stay tuned, guys. We have so much coming up in the next couple of weeks for you here on In or Out, pun intended. Be sure to tweet me using hashtag pun intended. I actually got a whole bunch from you guys tonight, so I will be screenshotting them and sharing with everybody next week. I want to thank my guest, Rob Shooter of NaughtyNiceRob.com, for sharing the latest and greatest entertainment news and giving us an exclusive on what's to come on Real Housewives of New York City. And to Miss Farrah Abraham for being a complete delight, and it was amazing getting to talk with you. And thanks for giving us the dish, because seriously, what would we be without getting the dish? So you guys got a lot of exclusives tonight here on In or Out, pun intended. We got so much more for you. Have a great weekend. I'm Matt Martin. Enjoy.